Can you see my screen?
Yep.
All right, so what do we got here? We've got the spider. Can you see that? The Peru spider.
Yep.
Yeah, that's in Lima. Okay.
Yeah, the Nazca lines, I think it's called.
The Nazca lines.
Yeah.
See the centipede? These you just saw that when you go back and view Ken Wheeler's video there, you will see this centipede. Here's the work of Frank Chester showing how the Torus field works in the heart as the shape of a bell. Pay attention to see the red bell in the middle here? This is a 7-shaped, what he calls the Chestahedron, the 7, the wonder of 7. This is a new polyhedra that Frank Chester has found, and it's in the shape of a bell, a bull. Pay attention, the bell is the bull, is the hyperboloid. There it is. These are the bull, the apples of Apollo, the apis. See the bull here? Another word for bull is apis because it's apple, Apollo. Arbor, tree, same root. Bel, Baal, Belus, the god of war, or Bel, the god of beauty. The one, the good, and the beautiful. The electrical world is beautiful. You see this word belly? That means war, because the hyperboloid and the torus makes war. It makes war in the universe by making matter. Here is the word clock comes from Glock, Glockenspiel in German. Glock and clock mean bell. This is why the clock and the bell are always together in the bell tower, because they are one and the same thing. The hyperboloid is the hyperbelloid. It's a bell. It's electricity. It's Baal, the god of beauty, bello.
That's why on every church you have always the clock and the bell, pretty much on every church.
Exactly, brother. Exactly.
Babylonian church.
So again, Taurus, tornado, torso, they're all the same word. See here, this apple, this is what a galaxy looks like, or a so-called a universe. When you look out there and scientists try to tell you that those are other galaxies, they don't understand that there's no such thing. That they are universes like this. Even when you look at Saturn and his rings, you'll see the shape of the cross. The rings are horizontal and the axis of Saturn will be vertical, just like our Earth is, just like our solar system is. They're all the same. Whether they are, because Saturn is just gas. It's just a sonoluminescent body. There's no terra firma there. Same with Jupiter. But the reason you can't see Jupiter's rings, which are much bigger than Saturn's, is because Saturn is the only planet, so-called, out there that is actually in alignment. Its horizontal axis is perfectly perpendicular to its actual motion. Okay, that's why you can see his rings. Otherwise, you would see rings on every so-called planet. Here is a tornado. This is the Torus field, guys.
Tornado. Yeah.
I was gonna say really quick when you can you guys hear me? I'm not sure. Okay. You see some of these videos. They're someone with a Nikon camera, like the ones where they can zoom in really close, and then you see the stars, and they're very clearly just sonoluminescent. But what about the people that are using videos to zoom in on Saturn, like you were saying, and it looks like the phony images that NASA creates or whatever. But why? How do they show you that's what it looks like if they're supposed to be sonoluminescent?
Well, yeah, because those rings, those are actually Saturn is materializing. Those planets above our heads, so-called planets, they are not material. They are spiritual. We only see a very, very small fragment of their true bodies.
Right.
The Taurus, yeah. See, the sun, the Earth has the biggest Torus field. That is the mother of the system. The sun has the heart Torus field in the body of this particular solar system, which is a god, which is a demigod, Brahma or Jehovah. And so the Torus field of the sun, as it circles above the flat disk Earth, it drags the 5 planets with it. The moon is the twin of the sun. It's doing something similar but different to the sun. They are twins, the moon and the sun, okay? But the 5 planets, they have their gyroscopic, or what you could call, they have the epicycles of, spirographic orbits that follow the sun's vortex. They are following the sun's torus field. They are enveloped in the sun's torus field, okay? And they are spiritual beings. The sun is Michael, the archangel. Jupiter is Ariel. Mars is Samael. And so they are massive torus fields and bodies, but we cannot see them with our eyes. What we are seeing as the rings of Saturn now is we are starting to see the beginning of the materialization of that body, or it may even just stay like that. Depends on how our consciousness, if our consciousness grows, we will be able to see their true form one day. But because our sight is limited, we see what we call lights in the sky, Jupiter, Venus, and the materialist scientists tell you that they are terra firma, and you can go and land on them with your physical bodies.
And this is why we think there's a dark side of the moon.
Yeah. And so, and have a look at your thorax, guys. The shape of the thorax. Your whole body, the torus thorax. See the thoracic spine? Okay. Okay, these are some of the words that come from Taurus.
The thorax, baby. Yeah, we call it the thorax. This is where it starts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
And where does your body start? It starts in the uterus.
In the uterus. Oh, my God.
Yeah. In your mother's uterus.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay.
Wow.
So these are some of the words that come from Taurus: torso, Tora, tornado, torch, taut, talk, torpedo, torrent, torrid, torture, torment, torpid, torsion, tornado, turret, turn, truth, turbulence, turbine, tour, thaw, tore, terra, firma, terrible, terrific, terror, tyranny. There's a million other words. I mean, you get the point.
It's all there.
Yeah.
Dan, who is Adan or Adam, has DNA, and that's the DNA. Okay, that's the double helix. That's the helios. The sun does this. Everything does this, guys. Everything is DNA. Dan, Adan, donuts. See the word donut? Well, that's D-O-N. That's all is atom. That's an atomic word, because everything is donuts in the world. Here's a good one to read. I won't read it, but you can look at that later. Here's the transverse wave, and here is the longitudinal wave. We're going to learn about this, the difference between them. The Rodin coil. Let's see, where do I stop? There you go. Donuts. Okay, adon. Action. The word action comes from atum. The word motion is backward for atum. And here is the field. I don't like the look of that. That's too high up. Yeah, it's better, a bit more symmetrical. All right, let's see what else we've got here. All right, well, this is the first Godhead. You can see the prima matra here. This is the prima matra. So what you see here, this yin and yang here, this is exactly how the sun and the moon operate above the earth. This is basically looking down onto the round circular disc earth. Okay, and the black sun and the white sun. This is how much the sun illuminates. That tear drop look of the white portion of the yin, the yang. You can see that's the sun's light above the earth. The black little bit there. So let's make this bigger for now. So that black bit there, that's the sun. And this is the earth, and this is how much light the sun projects onto the earth, and this is the darkness. This is how it works all the time, guys. Like this, especially at the equinox, it's like this, perfectly balanced. But at the solstices of Capricorn and Cancer, this is distorted somewhat. But this is how it works. This is what they're showing you. Krishna and Radharani, the moon and the sun, respectively, are making these, projecting...
In perfect equilibrium, this is how it looks, the yin yang, the moon and the sun.
On the equinox, that's exactly the shadow and the light that they cast onto the Earth.
Oh, wow.
I've seen this. I've seen the delineator, the terminator of the sun when I was flying in 2002 from Perth to Melbourne, flying eastward. In front of us for 180 degrees was all pitch black, and the sun was setting behind us, and it was all daylight. And we looked out to the left and the right of the aeroplane, the jet, and we saw in front of us blackness and behind us pure daylight. I've seen this with.
I've seen a video like of someone on a ship. You know, you've probably posted it, Santos, at some point maybe, but you know, it shows, you know, the angle. This is what you're saying. You see all darkness and then light behind you. It's like if the sun were really 5 billion miles away, I mean, like you said, it would just cut off all the light right away if it really went below the horizon, you know?
Yeah, but the sunlight wouldn't be localized too. Like it's getting
right.
smaller and smaller and smaller.
And it goes gradually. The light gradually disappears, you know?
Mm-hmm. And it's a funny thing, you know, where I live in Queensland, about halfway up the east coast of Australia, just at the south of the, just north of Brisbane by an hour on the Sunshine Coast. And by the way, from the Sunshine Coast, I can see all the skyscrapers about 120 miles away of the Gold Coast. So it's definitely a flat earth. There's no doubt about that. You'll never be able to see all of the Gold Coast skyscrapers. Some of them are in there 80 stories high. Australia's most famous surfing beach, the Gold Coast, and probably the second most famous beach in Australia, the Sunshine Coast, where I live. You can see, I can see all of Brisbane and all of Gold Coast from Mullaney, which has an elevation of 470 meters. But when you deduct the 470 meters, you still should not be able to see any of the Gold Coast whatsoever at all. Absolutely. Okay. So, when I speak to people in Melbourne, the sun sets here at about 6:30, right? At 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30, they're still in broad daylight down in Melbourne. I talk to people from Melbourne, and when you look at this yin and yang, you'll understand how the black shadow comes across and brings darkness first to the northern part of Australia, and the southern part of Australia is still light 2 hours later. It's all here, guys. It's all here. So notice Radharani, she is white or golden, and Krishna in his original form is always black. This is the Black Madonna. This is Black Jesus. So all these black people who say, oh, Jesus was originally black, they're right. They are right. But it's also contemporaneously white, because they don't understand. They're not talking about a historical, factual Jesus who never existed. They're dealing in science.
Talking about the black light.
Yeah. So there's the prima materia.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how it works. Please, I won't spend any more time here. I'm going to go straight to my whiteboard. But here is the second trinity. Krishna is blue. And there's the yin and yang, which depicts electrical red and blue, okay? Red and blue are the red shift, blue shift, red pill, blue pill colors of creation.
Ah, the red pill, blue pill. That's where they come from.
Yeah.
There we go.
The Matrix.
Yeah, the blue pill is supposed to be soft and loving, as Krishna is blue, and the red is radiating the devil's color, and which is the harsh reality. So if you take the red pill, you're going to go down the harsh track. The blue will keep you all nice and cushioned and protected from the Matrix and learning about it.
So in essence, the system we live in is basically within that blue pill, you know, because like in the Matrix, takes the red pill, it goes deeper down the rabbit hole.
That's right, guys. It's all about red and blue. Please read this. Read this.
So that's why the police cars red and blue, all the Masonic color red and blue. Now it all makes sense to me. You know, you just
it's like a force. You know, you have to pull over and you have no choice. It's just like it's a force. You know, it's like we can't get out of it because you know
that too.
I mean, you get pulled over. It's like you accept. Oh, okay, I'm getting pulled over. You know.
That's right, guys. That's right. Now have a look at this. What they're doing is they're softening you with the blue light. They're saying, relax, we're here to help you. And then the red light is urgency, emergency. So you've got soft blue, radiant red. So it's aggression and calm. This is what they're doing, okay? This is the polarity. This is why you have a red light district, you have a blue light district. This is why you have red hot water, blue cold water. This is why you have roses are red, violets are blue. This is why the Democrats, Republicans are red and Democrats are blue, and neither gives a shit about you. So it's all this polarity game. It's the electrical world of matter that they're thrusting in your face because they don't want you to see the black and white world, which is underpinning the red and blue world of material, of matter. Red
keeps
blood,
you within
blue
this
blood.
system. It keeps you within that blue and the red and blue. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, when we leave our original home of transcendence and unconditionedness, we acquire a body, and that body is made of red blood and blue water. So it's red blood, blue blood, and it's matter is expressed by those 7 colors of the rainbow, which the rainbow is redshift, blue shift. Have a good look at the rainbow and you'll see redshift, blue shift polarized right there in your face.
It's like they call it the red light district in Amsterdam, right?
That's right. Or blue light. In blue light, you know, they've also got a blue for naughty things like blue movies, right? Okay, so red is not. So you never ever crystallize any of these forms and these polarities. Remember to be versatile. What is one thing is also the other, okay? So here we have water in its 3 states: gas, liquid, solid. Fire is also, look at fire, it is fire, warmth, and light. All these things are separate, but never apart. Fire is always warm and it always produces light. So if you're looking for Israel, just look at the trinity here. Krishna is his consort, white light, magnetism, Ra, and their child or brother or whatever, doesn't matter, it's all the same stuff, is Bel, electricity, okay? So this is the trinity of Godhead, guys. Israel, it's ice. See here, Isis is ice. Ra is water, rain. Rain, water. And Elyon is water vapor. Okay, it's all this. All right, so I'm out of here, man. Now we're going to go to my whoops, I better save that. Let's get out of here.
As I say, goes to show how deep you can go on one subject. There's just so much.
In.
Oh, guys,
you always learn a lot with Santos.
Guys, I need millions.
Yeah.
I need millions and millions of hours. I'm not doing any justice to. What the hell?
Oh yeah. Yep. Well, it's amazing how much you've done so far. You know, I think one time I was just like, the idea as above, so below. I typed it on YouTube, and boom, there you were.
Yeah. I think we all came across Santos into our research. It's impossible to go on YouTube and not come across Santos bonacci if you look for truth. If you look, because you will start by astrology, by making sense of all that. And Santos was one of the first guy I've watched. I watched his video for years and years.
I just discovered. I discovered you. 3 years now. But like As Above, So Below, I discovered it through that movie they made, As Above, So Below. They filmed in Paris, the all the like the ancient, not ancient city, but like below Paris, all the skulls that were buried, you know?
Yeah. See the crown chakra? You see what Ganesh is. Ganesh is the cerebrospinal system, guys. The 2 ears are the cerebrum, and the trunk is the spinal cord, which is 18 inches long, exactly half of a yard, 36, 18, 36, 360 degrees. That is science. See the crown chakra? The crown on his head, it's blue. Blue, because it's blue. All of this is blue shift, all the head. You've got indigo and violet chakras. That's blue. It's all blue shift. And red, hell is down. Okay, and that's all science. See that color blue? See the chakras there? Red at the bottom, red shift, blue shift at the top. Okay, that's what's going on. All right, now, so I can see there's a bit of light there. Okay, so these are root words, guys. These are root words that you must get familiar with. Tor, as in Taurus, and as I said before, uterus. The word truth, the word tree, the word three. This is the tav of the Hebrews. The tav. So you've got your axis there of your Yggdrasil tree. This is the plane of inertia, which is the Earth. Okay. You have 7 subterranean planets, hellish planets here, and you have 7 planets above us doing their orbits. Moon, Mercury, Venus, Sun, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. Okay? So this is terra firma. Torah. Firma. Around here you have the firmament. Firmament, terra firma. See this plane of inertia? Planet, Earth. Plane of inertia, planet, Earth. A planet is not a ball. It's not a Humpty Dumpty globe. It's not a Santa ball. It's a planet.
I mean, in a way, it's circular, but it's the flat plane, and then so in essence, it's kind of round, but the energy field it is.
Well, this is the problem. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, the Earth's round." Yeah, it is round. That's round. The Earth is round. It's circular. The Bible says
circular.
The Bible says that God dwells above the circle of the Earth, not the sphere. It's not a spheroid. It's round. My round table. You see, when people stand here and they look out at the horizon, they see curvature of rotundity. They don't see any horizontal curvature dropping away. They see curvature this way because their eyes are round and their vision is round. That's why you look around. You don't look a square. You look around.
Yeah.
Because your vision has its limit, and its limit is round, and so is the round Earth that we live on. So you will see curvature on a round Earth, but it's not curvature like it's not that kind of curvature. You don't see any of that kind of horizontal curvature. Because when you go up in a plane, you see the horizon always comes up to your eye level, no matter how high you go up.
And you should at least see some kind of curvature, but you don't. You really don't.
No, that's what they're seeing. They're seeing that curvature there, not that curvature there. But this is what you can't reason with materialists. They love their herd mentality, and because the demon worshipping cult of Santa Ball teaches that we live on a ball, the Jesuits have been teaching us this since Copernicus. They defend and stick with their upside down spinning ball because they're delusional. But that's not our problem. Our quest is to learn truth. We are servants of truth above all else. Truth is the first principle, previous and before all other principles. It is before good, it is before beauty, it is before love, it is before light. Truth is before every other virtue and principle, and we are servants of truth.
And guess what? That's what I was going to say. Guess what? We have a duty to carry it, so wake up.
Wakey, wakeys. Wakey,
wakey, people.
Couldn't be farther from the truth.
Sheeple.
Yeah.
Stavros, the cross that the Christ. Have a look at the laminin. You see the laminin in your body, which is the glue of your body, is in the shape of a cross because it's the Lamb of God. So this root word is very important, and so is atum. All is atum. They both have T's in it, okay? Why? Because T is the 20th letter of the alphabet in English and the 22nd last letter in Hebrew. 2 and 2 make 4. 2, that reduces down to 2. This reduces down to 4. These are the two supercharged numbers of polarity. That's why the T, the tomb, the anatomy, is the symbol of the cross that we must all bear. And the Christ was crucified on the Stavros, because we all are. If you want to materialize and partake in the phenomenal world, nominal, noumenal, mind, matter, if you want to be phenomenal and exist in the temporospatial wave, transverse wave world, you will perish in that world. You have to bear that cross. Everything is a cross in the material world. The cross is the most sacred symbol in the universe, bar none. Bar none.